All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise to Yah, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Record Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the hopeful elect that's pushing his word and sincerity and truth across the four corners of the earth. All right, and I just want to come back with another quick lesson. All right, I ran across this article, on RT News app, and it says it's entitled "Not Near Our Kids: Wealthy Californians Fight Homeless Shelters." All right, and the reason that I wanted to do a video on this article is because it shows how Esau deals with the poor. You know what I mean? And the way that Esau deals with the poor and the disenfranchised and the needy is totally against the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which further proves like Psalms 50 and 16 on down, like this scriptures ain't got nothing to do with you. You just ain't got the spirit of any type of righteousness within you, all right? But I'm gonna get into the article. It says 3 cities in affluent Orange County, California are suing over proposals to set up temporary homeless shelters in their area. California has the largest homeless population in the U.S. and plans have residents fearful. All right, and this how you know it's talking about Jake. Jake is, it's predominantly Jake that's poor and homeless. You know what I mean? Moving into these, shelters, man. All right, when the Edomite media used, words like they're fearful. All right, that's because they don't want Jake in there, man. All right. This is a quote from Rob Howard. All right, it says, "This freaks me out. I moved to OC because I thought it would be a safe place." Once again, that's another indicator that it's Jake living in them, homeless shelters, man. All right, because Esau is naturally scared of Jake, man. It says, "Now it's getting more and more like LA." That's another, a cold word, man. It's getting like LA. It's too many niggas and Mexicans and spics and shit around, man. That's what, you got to watch the so-called white man, man. That's what they really saying, man. All right, Rob Howard, all right, this is this dude that read the quote. An office manager in Irvine told the LA Times, "Who wants tons of traffic, high prices, and all kinds of unwanted people around you?" All right, them unwanted people is the Israelites. All right, the scriptures tell you, gather yourself together, O ye nation not desired. You know what I mean? Because nobody wants Jake around, man. All right, but Esau trying to sugarcoat it. Who wants tons of traffic, high prices? Come on, man. He's just trying to sugarcoat it, man. All right. It says as part of the $70 million plan, temporary camps full of tents will be set up for homeless people in Irvine, Laguna, Niguel, and on a former landfill in Huntington Beach. Homes in these districts are among the priciest in the county. Irvine City and Laguna Niguel councils voted on Tuesday to sue the county and put a halt to the proposal. All right, so they're about to sue the county for trying to help the poor, man. This is Esau, man. It says this would be a health and safety catastrophe, said Huntington Beach City Attorney Michael Gates. His city council is also considering a lawsuit against the temporary shelter, man. They about to sue an organization that's trying to help the poor, man. That's rich Edomites for you, man. So-called rich. It's right by Central Park. It's right near where kids play sports. And more importantly, the piece of property has been known as a contaminated site. All right. So why are the kids playing sports near there then? All right, Esau's a devil, man. He's a fork-tongued devil. It's right where near the kids play sports. But more importantly, it's next to a contaminated site. Now, why y'all letting your kids play sports there? Esau's a clown, man. Come on, man. And this is an Edomite. All right, what I believe to be an Edomite. That they kicked out of some, let me see, cold shoulder, heartless hotel sent homeless man back out into snow. All right. Boom. Heartless Hotel sent homeless man back out to snow after rooms donated to charity. They do this to their own people. Esau just wicked, man. And continue on. And Huang, a computer programmer in Laguna Niguel, said, "I understand that we should be sensitive to needy people, but definitely I'm going to fight any kind of facility that's close to our towns and kids." So that's like an oxymoron. That's a forked tongue, man. Yeah, we gotta help the homeless, but fuck them. I don't want them around my town and my kids, man. All right, and this is the pompous attitude of Edomites, man. All right, and all you other heathen nations, man, y'all done got puffed up because the Israelites been down so long, man, to the point where y'all see us in this destitute state, and it's just y'all want to kick more dirt on us, man. You know what I mean? Make us be more nomadic. All right, but I'm gonna get into the scriptures and see, you know, how the Lord, you know, has commanded the poor to be dealt with. All right. So I'm gonna start in Proverbs. This Proverbs 14 and 20. It says, the poor is hated even of his own neighbor, but the rich have many friends. All right. The poor is despised even of his own neighbor, man. Because these people out there in Orange County, California, they despise the poor, man. All right. That's why they're making such a push and suing this organization. All right. So that the poor will not be able to dwell there, man. We will not be able to live there, man. All right. They despise the poor that much. All right. We know y'all poor like I believe her name, Ann Huang or whatever. Yeah, poor people need help, but we not helping them. You know, they despise the poor. All right. He that despises his neighbor sinneth, but he that have mercy on the poor, happy is he, man. All right. And those people out there despise the poor, man. All right. They despise the poor, bro. You know. And you know it's Jake, man. It's Jake out there that's fucked up like that, man. Excuse my language, but that's in that predicament, man. You know? It's Psalms 109 and 16. Because that he remembered not to show mercy, but persecuted the poor and needy. But persecuted the poor and needy man, that he might even slay the broken in heart, man. All right, Esau don't show no mercy towards the poor, man. All right, this is who the scriptures is talking about, man. All these wicked acts is the so-called white man. All right, he ain't remembered. He shows no mercy to the poor. They are already poor and homeless, but we gonna make it where y'all can't come here. Y'all can't have no rest, man. Go be poor and homeless somewhere else, man. All right, it's the mind state of an Edomite, you know. To hate the poor. And even some of you Jakes, man, that got so-called rich in America, man. I'm sure it's Jakes, you know, sellout Jakes mingled up there in Orange County. All right, that's probably pushing this too, man. We don't want them there, man. They bring the property value down or something like that, man. You know. When in all actuality, you're supposed to be helping the poor. Scriptures speak on that, man. All right. Proverbs 14 and 31, he that oppresseth the poor reproacheth his maker, but he that honoreth him hath mercy on the poor, man. All right, so you were reproaching the maker of the poor, man. Who's the poor? The Israelites, man. All right. So that's a reproach unto Yahweh Shem Shah, man, that you dealing with the poor like that, man. All right, Esau is wicked, man. He has everything, but he still won't let Jake have anything. You don't want Jake to have nothing, man. All right, going back, you know, to Psalms 109 and 16. He showed no mercy, man. Esau is merciless when it comes to Jake, man. You know, and I'm sure it's other nations maybe mingled within that poor and homeless group, but, you know, whatever. You know, this is your kingdom. It's your time to reign. So if you poor and homeless and you're Edomite, all right, or another nation outside of the nation of Israel, you know, you just a loser. All right, you got every opportunity, you know, to make it in this society. You know, the restraints are on the Israelites, all right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah, man. All right, but getting back to the point, all right, Esau shows no mercy, man. He oppresses the poor even more, man. All right, instead of, you know, letting those people have a rest, man, or some form of rest, you know. It's Proverbs 22 and 22. Rob not the poor because he is poor, neither oppress the afflicted in the gate. And that's exactly what Esau is doing in this situation, man. All right, he's robbing the poor just because they poor. They're already poor, but you want to put them through more hell, man. All right, some of these people, I guarantee when they heard of this opportunity to actually get into a shelter, you know, they probably were ecstatic, man. Maybe, you know, I'll have a bed, maybe, you know, a warmer place to stay. You know what I'm saying? Some food. All right, but these Edomites kick more dirt on them. You know, they merciless, man. Rob not the poor because he is poor, because that's the only reason they're doing this, because they're poor and poverty stricken and homeless. It's the only reason this is being done to these people. All right, I'm speaking on the Israelites, man. All right, neither oppress the afflicted in the gate, and that's what Esau. He is oppressing the afflicted, man. All right. It's Amos 5:12. For I know your manifold transgressions and your mighty sins. They afflict the just, they take a bribe, and they turn aside the poor in the gate from their right. All right, and that go right back to Proverbs 22:22. That's an exact violation, man, a direct violation. That's what Esau does. Makes it even harder on the poor, man. Just cause, man, just to do it. Because there's no other reason, man. Of course, they come with all these excuses and all of that, but it's basically just because they're poor and afflicted people, poor and afflicted Israelites that's trying to move into that area, man. All right. It says, it's Sirach 13:20. As the proud hate humility, so doeth the rich abhor the poor, man. All right. So just like a proud man hates to be humbled, all right, it's the same way the rich, all right, you people over there in Orange County, California, hate the poor, all right, which was those people that were going to move into those facilities, man, those Israelites that were going to move into those facilities, all right, to try to get some type of help or some type of relief, man. Y'all hate that shit, man. It's like y'all hate the poor, man. Y'all hate Jake having any hope, all right? But y'all Bashim Al-Shah is going to fix that real soon, man, all right? Because Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah is the power of the poor. He's the power of the Israelites, man, all right? Sirach 4:4, it says, reject not the supplication of the afflicted, neither turn away thy face from a poor man, all right? Turn not thine eye from the needy, and give him none occasion to curse thee. For if he curse thee in the bitterness of his soul, his prayer shall be heard of him. It's like his prayer shall be heard of him that made him. Yahweh Shema Shah. All right. And we all poor in this place, you Israelites. We all poor. All right. But the poor and afflicted man, all right, when he makes that prayer up to Yahweh Shema Shah, is being heard. It's going to be heard, man. And that's why you Edomites, man, and this power structure that's doing this to Jake, that's why y'all going to have a mighty fall, man. All right? Because all y'all do is afflict the poor and oppress the poor, man, which is the Israelites, man. All right? Salakia 21:5. It's Sirach 21:5. A prayer out of a poor man's mouth reacheth to the ears of the Most High, and his judgment cometh speedily. All right. So when a poor man prays to Yahweh Shema Shah, which the whole nation of Israel, we are poor. All right. The judgment of those who have wronged us, all right, it comes speedily, man. All right. And that's why we pray to the Most High day and night. All right. The afflicted, all right, the brokenhearted, you know what I mean? The poor of this world. All right, so Yahweh Shema Shah can avenge us, you know. All right, so I hope that video was edifying. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shema Shah, Ba'ashem Rakar Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the hopeful elect that's pushing this word in sincerity and truth across the four corners of the earth. Shalom.